Ever wondered how a simple boy from Brooklyn became the man behind the global coffee empire Starbucks? Meet Howard Schultz. Born in the year 1953, Howard's story begins in the bustling borough of Brooklyn, New York. His parents, working-class folks, raised him and his siblings in the Bayview houses, a housing complex for the poor. Life was far from easy. Struggling with financial hardship, Howard's family lived paycheck to paycheck. It was these humble beginnings that ignited a spark in Howard, a burning desire to rise above his circumstances. His upbringing, while fraught with challenges, was the crucible that forged his unwavering determination. Howard was not one to shy away from adversity. He embraced it, used it as a stepping stone, and dared to dream bigger, to strive for more. Howard Schultz, a young man with dreams bigger than his reality, was on a path to change the world of coffee. From the streets of Brooklyn to the bustling city of Seattle, Schultz's journey took a surprising turn. This turn came in 1981, when Schultz was working as a salesperson for a Swedish kitchen equipment manufacturer. His job led him to a little-known coffee bean store in Seattle, a place that went by the name of Starbucks. Now, Starbucks wasn't the global powerhouse we know today. Back then, it was a single store selling high-quality roasted beans, and it had a unique charm that intrigued Schultz. The aroma of fresh coffee beans, the passion of the store's staff, and the sense of community within the store were captivating. Schultz saw potential in this modest bean shop, a potential that extended far beyond the confines of Seattle. Fast forward a little, and Schultz found himself joining Starbucks. He wasn't just an employee, though. He became the director of retail operations and marketing. This wasn't a decision made lightly. Schultz was captivated by Starbucks' potential, and he was determined to be a part of its journey. He believed in the power of coffee to bring people together, and he wanted Starbucks to be the place where that happened. But this wasn't just about selling more coffee. Schultz had a vision for Starbucks that was about far more than transactions. He wanted to create a sense of community, a third place between work and home where people could come together. He saw Starbucks as a place where people could connect, share, and experience the joy of coffee. And so, Schultz embarked on his journey with Starbucks. It was a journey filled with challenges, yes, but also one filled with opportunities. He had a vision, and he was ready to bring it to life. Little did they know, this was the start of a remarkable journey for both Schultz and Starbucks. The small coffee bean shop from Seattle was about to become a global phenomenon, and Schultz was at the helm, ready to steer it towards an incredible future. In 1983, a trip to Italy would change Schultz's perspective on coffee forever. Picture this. Howard Schultz, a man with a burgeoning passion for coffee, steps foot in the city of Milan, a city renowned for its rich culture, fashion, and of course coffee bars. As he strolled through the streets, he was drawn to the vibrant energy emanating from these bustling coffee bars. These weren't just places to grab a quick cup of joe and dash off to work. Instead, they were social hubs, where people gathered to chat, relax, and enjoy the simple pleasure of a well-crafted espresso. Schultz was captivated by the warmth and the sense of community these coffee bars fostered. They were integral to the Italian way of life, a cornerstone of their daily rituals and social interactions. This was a stark contrast to the coffee culture in the United States at the time, which was dominated by instant coffee and large impersonal chains. There was no magic, no sense of community. Coffee was a commodity, not an experience. But Schultz saw an opportunity. He envisioned a place that not only served great coffee but also fostered a sense of community and connection, much like the coffee bars in Italy. Inspired by the Italian coffee bar culture, Schultz wanted to replicate this experience back home. He dreamed of creating a place where people could come together over a cup of coffee, a place that served as a third place between work and home. He wanted to transform the act of drinking coffee from a solitary activity into a communal one, and thus, the seed of an idea was planted. This idea would later blossom into the Starbucks we know today, a place where people come not just for the coffee, but for the atmosphere, the community, and the experience. Schultz's Italian inspiration was the catalyst for this transformation. It was the spark that ignited a coffee revolution. With a vision in his mind, Schultz returned to Seattle ready to revolutionize the world of coffee. Armed with an idea and relentless determination, Schultz set out to create a coffee revolution. His vision was clear: to bring the cultural experience of Italian espresso bars to the United States. However, his proposal was met with resistance from the original Starbucks owners, leading him to make a bold decision. He left Starbucks and founded his own coffee company, Il Giornale. Il Giornale was more than just a coffee shop, it was a testament to Schultz's unwavering belief in his idea. The name, meaning the journal in Italian, was a nod to Schultz's inspiration drawn from Italy's vibrant coffee culture. The atmosphere was designed to be warm and inviting, a place for people to gather and connect over a cup of coffee. Schultz's passion was contagious, and it didn't take long for Il Giornale to gain popularity. Customers were drawn to the unique blend of Italian tradition and American convenience. The success of Il Giornale proved that Schultz's vision had potential, but he wasn't done yet. In 1987, Schultz made his boldest move yet. He acquired Starbucks, the very company he had left just a few years prior. This acquisition marked the birth of the Starbucks we know today. The original 6 stores rapidly expanded, reaching more than 17,000 locations worldwide in less than 2 decades. Schultz's journey is a testament to the power of an idea, a vision, and the courage to pursue it. His story is a reminder that success isn't always linear, that sometimes you have to step away from what's familiar to create something truly revolutionary. The Starbucks we know today is a far cry from the small, local company it once was. It's become a global empire, a symbol of connection and community, a beacon for coffee lovers worldwide. It's a testament to Schultz's vision and his unwavering belief in the potential of coffee to bring people together. In less than a decade, Schultz had transformed a local coffee company into a global sensation. From one store in Seattle to over 30,000 locations worldwide, Schultz's dream had become a reality. The coffee-scented journey of Howard Schultz, from humble beginnings to the helm of a global empire, is a tale that's as rich and robust as the espresso shots that Starbucks is renowned for. As CEO of Starbucks, Schultz trailblazed a path that extended far beyond the borders of the United States. His vision was not just about coffee, but about creating a third place between work and home, a place where people could gather, connect, and feel a sense of community. Today you can find this third place in over 70 countries, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the historic squares of Prague. But Schultz's legacy isn't confined to the global footprint of Starbucks. It's also woven into the fabric of the company's culture. He championed the idea of partners, not employees, and believed in investing in their well-being. At a time when many companies were cutting corners, Schultz introduced comprehensive health coverage, stock options, and even tuition reimbursement for partners, setting a new standard for corporate responsibility. Schultz's tenure at Starbucks was marked by a strong commitment to corporate social responsibility. He steered the company towards ethical sourcing, leading to the CAFE practices, a set of guidelines to ensure that Starbucks is sourcing sustainably and ethically. He also launched initiatives to hire veterans, refugees, and young people in need of opportunities, reinforcing the company's mission to inspire and nurture the human spirit. All these facets of Schultz's journey highlight a man who was not just a shrewd businessman, but a visionary, a trailblazer, and a leader who cared deeply about his partners and the communities they served. Howard Schultz, a man who started with nothing but a dream, had not only built a coffee empire but also redefined the way we experience coffee.